Hello. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if this is your first time here. I'm Akia Danielle, of course. Thanks for coming back to my channel. So, I am doing an updated makeup routine from my routine that I posted I think a year or two ago, and this is pretty much like my everyday makeup look. If you have always been following me, you know that I don't really wear a lot of makeup, period. Even when I do like my videos and stuff, I try to use less product and I'm focusing more on skincare. This routine usually takes me about 10-15 minutes. It really depends on the day I'm having and what I'm going for, because for the most part I will do something different with my eyes, but I won't really do like a whole full thing. So if you love makeup routines, if you just like little get ready with me videos, stay tuned and keep watching. Okay, so first things first is of course getting your skin prepped, which I already did, and I think I might have shown you what I use in a previous video or even on my TikTok. I can't even remember, but if I didn't do a video, maybe I should do a video on my skincare routine, an updated one at that. Okay, so hair's tied back so we can get that out of the way. What I'm going to use is this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter primer. This is a soft matte. I do kind of like my face in between like a matte but natural glowy look. I love like the dewy look and everything, but because I have oily skin, sometimes I can look a little bit like a grease ball, and that's what I try to stay away from. I just try to find like my medium to give me that natural glowy look for myself without looking too greasy. And I usually obtain that by just like by using a powder just to kind of like calm the shine down but still have like, I guess, that little natural glow. I don't know. So even if my natural oils come through the makeup, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, so next thing I do, I go to my go-to favorite concealer, which I find at my beauty supply stores, and this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in Beautiful Bronze. So I try to do this and add a generous amount. Put a little here on the corner. Then I'm gonna cover up my little spots here. Okay, so I let that kind of dry. I learned that from Jackie Aina. I do watch her. Of course, she's a GOAT when it comes to the whole beauty tutorial YouTubing. So I do learn tips and tricks for her because I'm not a professional makeup artist, nor am I trying to be. I'm just a mom trying to keep herself together. Added just a little bit of this e.l.f. primer, is excuse me, a little bit of this e.l.f. concealer, and this is the Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish, and this is in Deep Cinnamon. So I do add just a tad bit, give it a little bit of like lightness, I guess. Okay, so I add that one in, and then I'm using another LA Pro Girl, and this one is in Toffee, and this kind of gives like a little peak of highlight. So I'll dab that here while I let that kind of set in and dry a little bit. I've been using this Brow Control Pro from Benefits. My sister gave me this, and it's like this pen where it has like all these different colors on it to kind of help like shape and define. But I don't use all of these. I just use like the lighter shade here, if you can see that, and I just kind of like fill in my brows. I won't do too much. I mean, you probably can't see a big difference, but to me, I can see a difference. It's just more of me like defining my shape. Once I get my brows right, I'll go back in with my Beautiful Bronze concealer. I will kind of like go ahead and clean them up. So yeah, so that is that part. And then I'll just go ahead and like brush my eyebrows the way that I want them. By this time, the concealer pretty much is like dry a little bit on my face where I can play with. It's an e.l.f. brush that I got from Target. I use this most of the time to do my concealer, and I just feel like it helps blend things out better for myself. So we're gonna go ahead and just do that. A trick that I've learned is that if you start at the bottom, you can kind of like, you can smooth out the edge better, and then you work your way upward, you won't drag the product down. You'll pretty much keep it going up. So I'll do that and just work my way up. And instead of like dragging down, I just pat in. This is how my concealer pretty much blended out on my entire face. Okay, so I'm gonna set under my eyes with this Beauty Bakery Pinch to Flower setting powder, and this is in Almond Chestnut. So I'll go ahead and like put my powder on to set my concealer, and then just kind of like blend it down here, and it kind of helps like smooth that out. Okay, so for this look particularly, I said I was going to use foundation to show you how I would use it to kind of pull this look together. And I switch out between my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder, which is in 420, and this Merrick foundation stick that I did a partnership with a while back. I actually am getting more into like cream foundations, or excuse me, or stick foundations. I got this in Chestnut. I actually don't even use the foundation all over my face. The thing is just making sure that I get a natural look as possible. So I'll just do like a little bit here and here, and that is how I would pretty much leave it. I'm going to use my flat brush from Sonia K. I got this from Target as well. I love this brush because it helps me basically set on my foundation. And I'll blend all the way down to like my neck and by my ear. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the foundation. So now you can see I have like my base together, and now I'll just go ahead and just dazzle my eyes just a tad bit. And I like to use products that are multi-use. So I've been using like this palette from Danessa Mavericks, and for the most part I use this color called Wallflower, and I use that on my cheeks, and I'll actually use it on my eyelids as well, even though it says cheek and lips. I just try to make everything really quick and simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this color and like dab it in my eye like so. Kind of give it like a nice little base pink color. It's kind of hard to see like on camera because it's not a lot, but in person you'll be able to see it. Okay, and then once I have that going, I go ahead and use this. I go ahead and use it for my little light blush. The next part, I'm going to use my Il Makiage bronzer, and this is called Touch Me. This is my favorite bronzer because it has like the gold and pink mixed in it. So I'll go ahead and use that to give me a little more shimmer, like a little highlight. I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline. This is my OG. This is the Maybelline mascara. I got it in the big brush. I use it in Blackest Black is my favorite. I just love how this makes my natural eyelashes pop. Okay, and then that is that. This NYX Jumbo pencil in black. What I do is I just use this black one to kind of like give me like a little corner shadow here. And then I'll go ahead and like smudge it on the edge, but then I'll come in very lightly. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll come in like very lightly right here. And after I do that, I'll go ahead and take like this little brush right here, and I'll smooth. I'll kind of like blend out the harsh line and just, I guess like what you call it, smoke it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my lashes. So these are the Adele So Wispy Lash. I got these from my local beauty supply store as well. And then this is what I've been using to kind of help with the lash process, because like I said, I move kind of fast in the morning, and sometimes I don't want to wait for the regular tube glue to kind of like dry or deal with that mess. So I've gotten this brush on from INV, and this has pretty much helped get my stuff together too. Okay, so eyes are done. So this is the final look for the day. I did just choose a lighter brown lip gloss, but I pretty much use whatever lip gloss I feel like using for the day, whether it's a clear one, whether it's a pink tone one, it doesn't even matter. I just love lip gloss, so I'll just go ahead and use that. All right, so let me get my hair together and close out this video because we are done. All right, my beautiful peeps, this is the final look. And of course my battery died towards the end of the video. I ate something and came back, had to reapply my lip gloss, but this is pretty much my everyday look. It's kind of like a 90s girl vibe, I guess. I am a 90s kid, so I guess I will gravitate towards this look. Yeah, so that is my updated everyday makeup look. I try not to take too long to get myself ready, and then on top of that, if I am trying to pump out a lot of content on my platforms, I want to make sure like a look that I do is pretty much something that can go with everything that I'm wearing. For the most part, I will play with my eyes, and I might wear a pop of lipstick, but this is how you usually see a girl. So I hope this video kind of gave you like another insight on how you can do your makeup a little natural way, or even if you've seen some products you want to try, I have everything linked below. Other than that, like, yeah, this is pretty much it. To do the whole traditional thing, if this video was something that you enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe because I wouldn't be here without you. And make sure you hit the bell notification because sometimes your girl can get a little off schedule, but for the most part, we're working on a consistency thing because, you know, mom life is hard. Like, it's always something coming up. On that note, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great week.